we are going to read a story today. This is called If You Give a Moose a Muffin. That is the title. In class, we read If You Take a Mouse to the Movies, and we've read If You Give a Cat a Cupcake, but we haven't read this book yet, so I hope you like this story. The author of this book is Laura Numeroff. What does the author do? That's right. The author writes the words. Good job. We have an illustrator to this book. The illustrator is Felicia Bond. What does the illustrator do? The illustrator draws the pictures. Good job. Okay, here's our special story. If you give a moose a muffin, what letter makes the sound? M. M for moose and M for muffin. Let's see what happens in this story. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. Do you like blackberry jam? Have you ever tried blackberry jam? When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another, and another, and another. When they're all gone, he'll ask you to make more. Do you ever want to eat more and more and more muffins? I know I do. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. Do you think this moose is going to fit into the sweater? Let's see. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He'll ask for some needle and thread. He'll start sewing. The buttons will remind him of puppets his grandmother used to make. What color is our sweater right here? We've got a red sweater for the moose. So he'll ask you for some old socks. He'll make sock puppets. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. He'll need some cardboard and paints. What do you think the moose is going to do with the cardboard and paints? Let's find out. Then he'll ask you to help him make the scenery. What a fun word, scenery. Do you know what scenery means? Scenery just means where we are. So if we're outside, then we have grass and trees, and the sky is our scenery. If you're doing a play, then you can paint a scenery of whatever you would like. So let's see what they do. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. So he'll ask you for something to cover them up. You'll bring him a sheet from the bed. Look, in their scenery, I don't know if you can see it, but they drew some stars and a moon. They drew a bear. They drew a volcano and a sun. I'll give you a minute to look at the scenery that they drew. he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll put it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much, he'll knock over the paints. Oh dear, he scared himself. So he'll use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it out. He'll probably want to hang the sheet out to dry. He'll go outside and put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. We heard about blackberries at the beginning of the story. Remember what they were? Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her jam. He'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him the jam, he'll want a muffin to go with it. The end. What kind of muffins do you like to eat? Do you like chocolate chip? Do you like blueberry or banana muffins? I think all of those muffins taste really good. Thanks for reading If You Give a Moose a Muffin.